Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about this shed that I'm in, and I'm going to talk about insulating it. And as you see, I've already done that by adding this product here called R-Tech. And mine is, as you can see, I have it all over the walls here and the ceiling as well. And most of this is actually going to be the R value of 5.9. because literally this is all 1.5 inch thick of insulation. This is actually the house, this wall is up against the house, and so this is a little bit less at only 1 inch, but really isn't that big of a deal because the sun never hits this wall anyway. So polyboard insulation here, I think it's a very, very, very good product. And in fact, I even cut out a piece of it here, so so the air vents could still be in use. And let me say, polyboard insulation is very easy to cut, but it is very, very messy. And so when I was actually putting all of this together, oh man, the cleanup was quite dreadful. But let's just take a look at the polyboard itself so you can get a general idea of what's on the other side. So here we have, this is the cutout here. I will use this to actually cover the air vent when I need to. But you can see the silver radiant barrier here. And what this does is actually, it's very brilliant. What it does is that when heat comes in contact with this, it will reflect it. And so when you install this inside your shed or whatever it may be, you're going to want to put it up against the heat source. So in this case, it's coming from the walls because the sun is hitting the exterior of the shed. And so you want it to face this way, as you could see, like I did with all of the 4 walls and the ceiling here. And yeah, it's quite good, quite thick as well. So this is going to be very good if you don't want it to get too hot inside the shed, because today in September, as I'm filming this in San Jose, which is in Northern California, it could get pretty warm in the winter. So if it gets 90 degrees like it will today, the shed itself will not be so hot. And in fact, before the actual polyboard insulation was installed, and when it was just wood, you could actually see here in the ceiling, I kind of doubled it. But anyways, without that, you would feel the heat kind of coming down. It wouldn't be a wind of heat. It's kind of hard to describe, but it would feel like a waterfall of heat coming down. And of course, that heat would be entrapped in this space, and it would get very hot as an oven maybe. Well, maybe not that hot, but it would get very, very uncomfortably hot in here. And so if you do want to make it so that it doesn't get too hot, then perfect. Yesterday it was also 90 degrees, and the sun was at its highest position around like 3 p.m. here, or somewhere around there in the afternoon. And when I was touching it, it was lukewarm. It's going to have some heat coming through, but it's not going to be anywhere near the same amount of heat if you did not have this up on the walls and the ceiling. And so when I came in here yesterday during the very hot summer day, it was actually pretty comfortable. I mean, yes, it was probably about maybe a 7 degree, or maybe, I can't really say, I don't have a thermometer in here, but I do notice that maybe it matched the outdoor temperature of 90 degrees, or maybe it was actually less, because to be honest, when I walked in here, it did feel pretty comfortable. It didn't feel like it was like 90 degrees in here, as in the same temperature outside yesterday. So I think it works pretty effectively well. Now, pardon me if it looks kind of rugged in some places because, as I said, it's a very dirty, not dirty, but just a messy job. When you cut into this, you're going to need a very sharp knife. And even if you did, you're going to end up with the little foam board pieces everywhere, little particles. But one final thing I want to touch up on this actual product is that, okay, we'll switch now to wintertime in San Jose, which at nighttime could get very frigid. Not freezing. Okay, this is California, not Chicago here. So it could get 40 degrees at night. Maybe go a little bit cooler to the late 30s or upper 30s there. So aside from preventing a lot of the radiant heat from making it too hot and unbearable inside the shed, what this will do is if there is a heat source inside of the shed, whether it be your own body heat, or let's say for some reason you're able to get a portable heater in here. Unfortunately, I can't because there's no wall socket anywhere, and most portable heaters require very large amount of a power source. And you could get a propane one as well. You could get a small propane heater, but run it for 5 minutes, and you could basically run any small heater in here for 5 minutes, and it will probably heat up really quickly. Because what's happening is that the heat that's coming from the heat source that is inside the shed will have trouble escaping, because this actually retains interior heat as well. And then you have these as well. During the winter time, I guess, if you were to have a heater in here and you have ventilation like I do, well, then I guess the warm air will just escape. But that is the reason why I have the ability to cover it. Like right here, this will actually cover the vent there. And I have another piece for this here, which is somewhere on the ground. But anyways, that's all I'm going to say about this. I think that if you want to make your shed comfortable, whether that be to prevent a lot of heat from the outside coming in from the radiant summer heat, or when it gets cold, you just want to have maybe like a tiny little heat source in here to heat it up for like 5 or 10 minutes so that it gets to a comfortable range where you could spend time in. If that is, of course, what you intend to do. I just use mine for storage primarily, so I'm probably not going to take that route. But, I'm just saying if you wanted to, you can. But anyways, that's all I'm going to say now. I'm pretty much going to end it here, I'm going to end the discussion about this polyboard insulation right here. So that about wraps up the video for now. I think it's a very good product, actually, and if you just want to kind of temperature regulate, or just make it so that it's somewhat comfortable on the inside of your shed here, or whatever space you have, polyboard insulation boards are great for that. And so that's going to be it for the video here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again in the next video, whatever that may be. Take care.